Today I'm cooking something up from Betty Crocker's Creative Recipes with Bisquick. This video is part of the BisquickBash collaboration hosted by Justina from Justina's Country Kitchen. I know there are several other people who are participating in this super fun collaboration, so if you would like to see their videos, you can do a search for #BisquickBash. This book was published in 1980 and it was released to celebrate 50 years of Bisquick. So do some math, Bisquick has been around for a very long time. I've done a couple of other videos on Bisquick recipes, so I will go ahead and link those in the description down below. What am I making today? Today I am going to be preparing chili quiche squares. This is just one of many simple hot appetizer recipes in this book. As I said, Bisquick has been around for a very long time. People have really come up with some very creative recipes. So let's see how this one is. Heat oven to 375. Done. Grease a square pan. Also done. Can we just call some attention to this beautiful new pan I have that is not Pyrex? This dish is produced by Made In. They have all kinds of really beautiful kitchen items. This is not sponsored, by the way. This was actually an anniversary gift from my husband. It's almost like modern day Pyrex. I need to open this. Yeah. So I have a 4-ounce can of chopped green chilies here that I have to drain. We start by sprinkling these chilies in the pan. Try to evenly distribute them. This recipe reminds me a lot of like a chili relleno casserole. It's supposed to be an appetizer where you cut it into very small squares, but I think you could probably serve this as a main dish if you cut those squares just a little bit bigger. Got our chilies. Next comes the cheese. So I have 2 cups of grated cheddar cheese. It said you could use cheddar cheese or Monterey Jack cheese. Sprinkle that on top of the chilies. This is gonna be nice and cheesy. I approve of this amount of cheese. Got our cheese. Set that aside as we move on to mix up the rest of our ingredients. We've got 1 cup of Bisquick. All right, we're measuring this over the over the sink because I always get this all over the counter. 1 cup of Bisquick. 1 cup of half and half. I have 4 large eggs. Someone's gonna yell at me for cracking eggs against my Pyrex, so I'm gonna try not to do that. Lastly, it says 1/8 of a teaspoon of hot pepper sauce. I'm not gonna bother to measure that. I think that is kind of to taste, so we'll just put a few dashes in. Pour this mixture into that pan. I'm interested to see how this works out. If this is gonna be like a Bisquick Impossible quiche. You've probably heard of Bisquick Impossible pies. Those are really cool. You mix everything together, pour them into a pie dish, and then the Bisquick kind of settles at the bottom and makes its own crust. So I'm wondering, is this what it's gonna be? And I'm not gonna tip this, but everything's in here. I'm gonna bake this for 30 minutes at 375 degrees. This took exactly 30 minutes to bake. You can tell it's done when you insert a knife into the middle and it comes out clean. I let this cool for 10 minutes as directed in the recipe. It came out very cleanly as well. You can see that I cut a little piece, but I have not tried it yet and I'm very, very excited to give this a taste. That is pretty good. That is pretty good, but you know what's coming. It needs more seasoning. I always say these recipes need more seasoning. This really could use like maybe just like a little pinch of salt. You know, if you were gonna serve this as an appetizer, you could maybe include a selection of hot sauces. I think that would be a lot of fun, just so people can dress it up a little bit on their own. But really good recipe. And I think it would work as a main dish for a brunch or maybe dinner, something like that. It is very much like a crustless quiche. Big thank you to Justina for hosting this collab. If you'd like to check out the other channels who participated, you can do a search for #BisquickBash. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate your support. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel by clicking on the red button below. This type of engagement really helps my channel grow and gives more people the opportunity to watch my videos. Thanks again, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.